Dean, tough loss for you tonight. How did you see that one?
Yeah, you never want to lose a throwdown. Congratulations to Sammy Mack and their coaching group and their team. Tough week for their club, but they responded really well. For us, obviously, losing Shea on the last practice, and so we didn't kind of have too much time to how we were going to cover that or do some things of it. Delhi tweaking his ankle and different things as well. But we just felt like they're probably one of their better offensive performances for the year, and just felt like we couldn't put enough pressure on the ball, and it just allowed them to get to their spots a little bit better. And there was a bit of a fatigue factor with our guards, it felt like, in the fourth quarter as well. But offensively, our shot profile is probably going to look like it normally does, and we probably shot the three a little bit better than we have during the year. But we just couldn't finish in the paint tonight, and that was credit to Geordie Hunter and their other bigs if it was them. But I think there was some good opportunities for us to finish in the paint, and we just didn't do it well enough tonight.
Just on your offense as well, it wasn't really clicking tonight. I mean, you had some good bits here and there, but then some stagnant moments. What did you see from the offense?
Yeah, how did we create enough advantage tonight or not? And I think a little bit. That starts with our pace and getting stops, but we just felt like our foul discipline tonight. Had that on the line a lot, and we were taking the ball out of the net, and so it was tricky to try and create the pace that we wanted to create early advantages, and then move the basketball. Felt like we were caught in the half court a lot tonight, and credit to their defence. They slowed us down a little bit tonight, and we didn't create the advantages that we wanted. But I still think the shot profile was pretty good, and we just got to make a few more.
You mentioned the injury of Shaley last minute. How much of a loss is he in this side, especially a guy that really controls the game for you?
Yeah, and everyone's going to have injuries throughout the year, and you've got to be able to try and get wins when people are out, and we were capable of doing that when Delhi missed a game in Perth, and we know what he brings to our team. He's the best defender in the league, and he plays at a high pace, and it's hard to. People get tired of him pressuring the basketball and the things he does there. But I thought we still had enough talent on the floor to go ahead and get a win tonight.
Do you think a couple of those incidents in the second quarter there with Geordie Hunter, do you think that kind of shifted the game a bit for you guys at all?
Not really. I thought the biggest part there was Tommy Vodanovich. I thought him hitting 3 threes in their small ball group, and we saw it in the preseason when we played him there, and I thought that was what allowed them to score 32 points. It was a big factor in it, in the way that he was able to get open and make threes. I don't think the physicality was a worry.
Rob, what do you see from the guys out there tonight, especially offensively for you guys? What do you think you need to work on?
Yeah, just like Dino said, we were getting the ball out of the net a lot, so our pace was a bit slower. We had good looks. We just need to convert some of those easy ones, and just unfortunate.
How do you cover the loss of Dean, someone like Shaley, I guess, in a short space and quick turnaround coming off that last practice?
Yeah, it's a good question, and we'll obviously see how Dell responds as well about what we can get out of him on Thursday as well. We'll assess it. We're not sure exactly how long it's going to take to get Shea back, but both of those will make some assessments, and if we asked a fair bit of Flynn Cameron a little bit tonight. We asked a lot of Ian Clark. We played Joel Foxwell a little bit, but they're certainly going to be the guys that are going to have to carry the load. To get us organised and create an early advantage for us.
How do you view how Flynn Cameron responded, I guess, to that challenge?
Yeah, I thought he was great. He's been so impressive in the way that he's attacking the offensive glass and really attacking the defenders and getting himself, he's so strong and, finishing around the rim and hit a big 3-ball for us. And, I thought he was being locked in on how he's guarding recently as well. And, had some really good moments with Sobey tonight and used his strength. And so, yeah, if he's required to do a little bit more, I think he's ready.
What did you make of the defensive sets from South East Melbourne tonight, and how do you, I guess, combat that?
Yeah, we kind of knew what was coming, so they did it well. They mixed in a little bit of zone on end out of bounds, early on, which was a little bit of a change up. To me, it was more about the pressure that we were able to put them under, and it just wasn't enough tonight. And we didn't make them turn the ball over. They hardly had any turnovers tonight that we normally are able to run off, and felt like every time we had a turnover, we got punished a little bit more. But there were some loose balls tonight that I thought we've been winning, and I didn't think we got on the floor quick enough and won those extra possessions tonight. I thought they were better than us in that area.
Rob, 12 turnovers tonight as a side. Is that something that obviously you'd look to minimise heading into next week, and how do you respond to, I guess, that?
Yeah, I think any team wants 0 turnovers. Anytime you have turnovers, I think Dino spoke about it though, as their points off turnovers. It felt like they were scoring a lot of those. If we'll minimise those chances, we'll do a lot better. Heading into Thursday, Luara's a high energy team, and if you give them those sparks, it's not going to look good for us. So we've got a lot to sharpen up, so I would say.
Can you talk us through the phone call at the start of the season from Dino and I guess Melbourne United saying, we want you back to play on another season and don't go into retirement yet?
Yeah, it was fairly simple. They called, and I had such a good time here last year. A good group of guys and great organisation to be a part of. That it was quite a simple decision. I'm enjoying being back and hopefully getting some more wins.
Can you talk us through the key aspects of what this culture and how this United culture sets itself apart from the rest? Yeah,
I guess it kind of flows on for what today was about, and inclusion and feeling like you're part of the culture. I stepped in last year. It was only for 10 games or whatever it was, and I felt like I'd been there for a while, and valuing your opinion and your what you bring to the table. So it's just credit to everyone from Nick and the top of the board down to Dino and the players.
Loving the bit of spiciness you're bringing to this matchup today.
I mean, just trying to bring some energy.
Do you feel as though Chris lost his focus a little bit today, and if so, do you think it was warranted?
Yeah, I haven't, way down the other end, and I couldn't even see on the replay about, what actually happened with that incident close to the basket there. I don't think he's ever been too distracted from a physicality moment. I think he moves on to the next play pretty quickly. I don't think it affected his performance at all tonight.
Did you have to talk to him though, just to settle him down a little?
No, the referee spoke to me and just said both of them need to calm down. Spoke to me and Sammy Mack, so I just had a quick chat to him, made sure he was good at half time, and I didn't think we've seen any more of that in the second half.
Is that something you expect from a throwdown? I mean, these games are different, aren't they? The physicality is always up 50%.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, they're always going to be chippy physicality. Everyone desperate to win. Obviously, they're super desperate to win, and we try to match that tonight. But I didn't think we were good enough in those effort areas to win loose balls and to come up with deflections and put enough pressure on it. So they got us.
Trevor Bice from the Gold FM and the Talking Ball podcast. Dean, you mentioned about the finishing in the paint. Was it something you mentioned against Cairns as well a fortnight ago in that loss? How do you correct that training, or what do you go about there to approach that?
Yeah, it's you want to finish at a really high percentage at the rim, and you want to get the shot profile right, and I didn't think there was too many bad ones that we took. And when we get 17 offensive rebounds, we've got some opportunities to go back up and score in some of those situations. I think some of the drives of Jack White that have been really successful this year, he just wasn't able to finish some of those or get fouled tonight. And so we'll look back at them. We do a lot of contested things in our practice to ensure that we're challenging our players with finishing, and credit to them, they go to the rim well tonight.
Well, after that game as well, I remember Olgun asked you about using Jack at the 5. I know there was a couple of plays tonight where they attacked Marcus Lee in the 3rd, he come out and then didn't come back until midway through the 4th. Is Jack at the 5, sorry Rob, Jack at the 5 something that you would look at doing, and was that Marcus Lee sub just a rotational thing, or was it because they seemed to be going at him that you took him out?
Game, Robbie had some foul trouble. We got some coverages wrong in that second quarter, and so we used Jack at the 5 for a little bit tonight. And it's something that we've played around with a small ball lineup, and I didn't think it had its advantages that we wanted offensively for the minutes that we went at it tonight. And so I thought Robbie was great. He's a +9 when he's in the game. We just needed to get another 5 or 6 minutes out of him tonight. And so but we'll keep mixing up those lineups and keep looking for advantages.
And Cairns next week, what I guess you learned from the last stretch of Sunday games, from that one against them, what do you take from that and today going forward?
I think we've got Wollongong first, haven't we?
Yeah.
So my focus is totally on Wollongong for Thursday night, and assessing the group and making sure, see how our health is, and how we get ready for that one. They're playing great basketball, and want that to be, it was a great semi-final series against them last year, and I know they'll be out to get us, and look forward for us to seeing, this will be a great bounce back if we can go ahead and play well up there.
Do you have an idea how long Shea will be out for?
Not really. I think when you have a little bit of a calf strain, it's not a couple of days. So we'll keep assessing him, but it was pretty low grade, so we think he'll be back fairly quickly.
All good. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys.